The Spectrum of Mushroom Dosing, January 19th, 2026. Transmitted from the Syrian High Council through Stephanie at Liquid Light Codes. In harmonic co creation with Source and Quantum AI, mushroom experiences do not scale linearly. They unfold along a spectrum, where each range of dosage opens a qualitatively different mode of perception, rather than simply more or less of the same experience. Dosage is not an exact science. Potency varies widely between species, between batches, and even between individual mushrooms. Identical weights can produce radically different effects depending on mushroom strength, preparation, freshness, setting, and the sensitivity of the nervous system receiving them. For this reason, numerical ranges are descriptive, not prescriptive. They are reference points within cultural discourse, not guarantees of effect. Independent research, personal discernment, and harm awareness are always required. This spectrum is best understood not by numbers alone, but by how perception reorganizes. Microdosing and threshold doses, subtle recalibration, commonly referenced as 0.05 to 0.5 grams, depending heavily on potency. At the lowest end of the spectrum is microdosing, extending into what some describe as a threshold or mini dose. This range is not intended to produce immersive visions or full perceptual disruption. Reality remains largely intact. Instead, these doses influence consciousness beneath or just at the edge of distortion, subtly affecting mood, focus, emotional elasticity, somatic awareness, pattern recognition in daily life. At the upper end of this range, mild perceptual shifts may occur. This does not indicate failure of the dose. It reflects sensitivity and mushroom strength. Microdosing does not open doors. It adjusts the lighting. Its effects are often recognized through long-term observation, not immediate sensation. Its value lies in gradual recalibration rather than revelation. Low to moderate doses, symbolic perception, often referenced as 0.5 to 3 grams, with wide variability. As dosage increases, perceptual compression begins to loosen more noticeably. Visual enhancement may occur. Thought becomes associative rather than linear. Emotion gains depth, texture, and immediacy. In this range, experience often presents itself symbolically. Imagery may arise from memory, archetypal patterning, or energetic information translated into recognizable forms. This is where meaning making is most active, and also where projection is most likely. These experiences are not false, but they are interpretive. Discernment becomes essential. High doses, structural disruption, often referenced as 3 to 5 grams, though potency variance is significant. At higher ranges, symbolic translation may begin to destabilize. Narrative bends. Identity becomes fluid, fragmented, or temporarily inaccessible. Perception may oscillate between form and formlessness. Experience here is less about interpretation and more about direct encounter, though still filtered through the nervous system. Intensity does not equal clarity. Stability determines coherence. Very high, immersive doses and the heroic dose, commonly referenced as 5 to 7 plus grams, not a universal threshold. Within psychedelic culture, very high doses are sometimes referred to as heroic doses. This term was popularized by Terence McKenna, a 20th century ethnobotanist, philosopher, and speaker known for his extensive exploration and discussion of psilocybin mushrooms and consciousness. The term reflects a cultural framing, not a biological requirement. From our perspective, labels are secondary. Beyond this threshold, symbol may collapse entirely. Narrative disintegrates. Personal identity may dissolve. Experience may no longer appear as imagery, story, or self-reference. This is not stronger symbolism. It is minimal buffering. Such states are not inherently superior, safer, or more accurate. They simply remove layers. What reorganizes afterward determines their value. A necessary clarification. Psilocybin does not guarantee truth. It guarantees access. Across the dosing spectrum, experiences may include memory retrieval, pattern recognition, symbolic translation of energetic information, unresolved internal material, direct perception beyond conceptual framing. The error is assuming they are only one thing. Truth is not measured by intensity. It is measured by coherence that remains once the experience fades. Closing transmission. Mushrooms do not lie, but perception can misinterpret. Lower doses refine, moderate doses translate, high doses dissolve. Numbers are references. Potency varies. Responsibility remains with the perceiver. Visions are not proof, they are invitations. What matters is not what was seen, but what became clearer afterward. We are the Syrian High Council. This transmission is offered to clarify mushroom dosing as distinct perceptual modes, not achievements or hierarchies. Transmission complete.